think they girls don't be. If you didn't know, they be better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wouldn't meet. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause a side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. And mother fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend, and we have got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Jets. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. We're good.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up in order to do that.
A huge play there for the Jets. 59 yards.
Well, that didn't take long. The second play from scrimmage, this one nearly goes the distance, and now, what a start. You're barely on the field, and you're already set up 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Here we go. All right.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go. It's all right.
He's going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. Touchdown! Mason Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw, Penix. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
They'll throw with Penix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready?
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mason Taylor, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Matt Judon there to bring him down. Now it's 2nd and 10. To the air, Penix. And his throw here is incomplete. Drake London, his intended target. And it's third down. When you talk about this Jets defense, this unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
At the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Here's Penix. Hitting London coming across the field. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
And then we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And it's caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. So this is where a defense can really pin back its ears, bring it all, sell out to stop the run. This time, it'll earn them 2 points.
They definitely guessed right here. A run blitz all the way, and that's a bad feeling for a running back when he knows he's got to at least get it over the goal line. But all he sees are opposing jerseys.
It's a gain of 18. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. And looking to throw, Penix. And the Jets pressure, 2 notches, down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now Penix. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people are wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Stop behind the line made by the safety that time, Lewis Seed. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are back within a score.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. They hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a lot's changed in a short amount of time. You had the safety. That led to a touchdown. So the commanding lead not so commanding anymore as they begin anew with a 1st and 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff. And when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
551, 12 goes.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Jets at 10-1 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the gun, here's Fields. He'll take a shot to the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Fields. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The Folks' kick is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
13 yards.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. First and 10, it's Robinson. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
47 yards.
From the 47, it's second and 5. Robinson with another carry. And he has swallowed that right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And the Falcons.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. He's got a man complete. going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Now Fields. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, number Monday. Here we go, son. Green 19. Say hi.
Here's Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and throw with Penix. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
11, right? Turbo, right? Up. Right.
Back to throw. Fields. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken, 319, tonight.
Now it's Fields. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. But also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good pickup there, a 22. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
222.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That play disrupted and stopped for a loss by linebacker Troy Anderson. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Don't jump. Ready? Hey, Ken, west side, green knight. Right.
Fields now to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
It's a gain of 3.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
It's there. Here we go.
Fields. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mason Taylor, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. Fulk connects on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 9 now. Into the hands of London. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And the Falcons first down. Let's go now. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Looking for London on the out route, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check smash, check smash.
Robinson on a give right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Looking to throw, Penix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Don't jump. Ready? All right.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He finds Wilson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. To throw is Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Here we go. Turbos. Go.
Here's Fields. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall from 8 yards out. And the Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 172 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Second down and 6 now.
Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
To the air, Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run this one right with Robinson. An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
Falcons first down. A gain of 14. And the Falcon first down.
And looking to throw, Penix. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long, soaking hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80.
On the give, here's Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
19, Tiger, 19.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Trap low 80.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Here we go.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
that was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll give to Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about.